once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Today we continue on with the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. We've got a good one in store. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Tampa. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right back to Irving. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
4 yards.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he's in! Cade Otton, touchdown Buccaneers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Uh-oh. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6. McBride is the motion man. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's third down. From the gun, Rodgers. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by their rookie corner.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. And then he puts that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 8 yards.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They gained 18 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Now Rodgers. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good. Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
McBride is the motion man. We are through 1. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
We spend so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They put Wilson in motion. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Forced out wide. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Rodgers. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. So on comes Joshua Cardinals to try this field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Cardinals get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now an opening past the 30. He gets 3. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 32 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Arizona.
Now a little pop pass. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Arizona. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. So, a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Give. This is Irvin. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. He'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Run.
Mayfield. That one intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals forced the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down and come away with points. They'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
2nd down and 8. Now give up the middle extension. And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Out to his right. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker, because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Good. 180. What's up?
They Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On 1st down is Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. That's caught by Hill. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. This one caught at the 4. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
Real.
They'll go. Mayfield. And this will pay off. It is caught. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. They're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught by McBride. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Rodgers, RPO, quickly out to Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's the rookie out of Michigan, Will Johnson. So they're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night. At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the connection there. It's an Arizona first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
30. Next one.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
First and goal, Arizona.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react. Stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll run for it. It's Algier. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down. The handoff, it's Irvin. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert, third.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Hey, alert, 33.
At the 21-yard line.
Watch out.
They'll run with Irving. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Baker to throw. The throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a first down. First down at the 38-yard line.
Here's Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
Kings! Plant that! What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. So, on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 15-yard line.
Rodgers on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. It's 2nd down. The master of play action, Rodgers. Oh, wide open is Kirk. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Algier. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? They'll toss it to the right side to Algier. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. That's going to be caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Cardinals first down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
First down for Aaron. That is caught side of the end zone. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Cardinals. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, here's Irving. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Tonight's start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down. So, first and 10 now from the 30. Baker going to tap this one forward. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Set to go now on first and 10.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And 10 at the 49-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and 10.
Kings! What's up?
They'll drop the throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. I would imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
14 more yards.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Kirk is the motion man. A-Rod down to throw on first down. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To throw, it's Rodgers. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
At the 34-yard line.
Rodgers. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this out to Algier. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. Rodgers going up top again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Cardinals kick is good. And the Cardinals are back within 2 scores. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.